What's going on, guys? Angelo here, and welcome to a day in the life vlog. I know I haven't done one of these in a long time. Today's February 24th, 2021. I'm mainly doing this video because I want to record this kind of whole process so it helps someone out there. As you saw from the title, I was basically in an accident and it happened at Chick-fil-A. It was February 23rd, 2021, literally yesterday at probably 7:05 in the morning. It wasn't involving anyone besides concrete and me. In Virginia, it had rained the day prior, so February 22nd, it rained and it froze over. So I'm going to get breakfast before I go to work. I noticed when just going into the entrance, I was like, okay, it's definitely a little bit slippery. So I ordered my food and everything. I'm in line and roll back off. I'm going probably like 20 miles per hour and I start braking because I'm about to, I'm going to go ahead and turn. So what ends up happening is I forget that there's ice, and basically I start braking and it was already too late. I had to brace for impact, and I said, well, I don't want to go over the curb because then I would end up in the ditch, and that would have honestly probably risked my life at that point. Then the only other thing was the back up, but I wouldn't have had any traction regardless, so it didn't matter. I had to just brace for it. And what ended up happening is that I didn't hit any part of the car besides the rim. So I'm sitting here like, oh man, that was loud. And I was just kind of like in shock, and I didn't call the cops or anything because I'm thinking, okay, there's a Walmart like right up ahead. I'll just pull out and go in the parking lot, and that way I can look around the car and I'm not in anyone's way. So once I go to the Walmart, I'm there. It's probably like 7:08 at that point. I look around the car to make sure nothing's messed up. So I look at the front passenger though, and that's where I was like, oh snap. It was kind of white. I was like, oh, it's just white from the concrete from it scraping. So I'm like, okay, there's nothing really crazy with it. So then I just continued to proceed to work, and I kind of noticed it was a little jolty, and I was really just thinking that it was just my adrenaline because my hands were shaking like that, because I was like, oh yeah, like my adrenaline's pumping just from I guess being in the accident. I probably should have just called the insurance and the cop people at the Chick-fil-A that whole time, because technically they should have salted it. So, but yeah, so I go to work, do my whole shift, or before I go into work though, because I had to go in at 8 o'clock, I was eating my breakfast. And after I finished my breakfast, what I did was I looked around the car to make sure, just again, I wanted to make sure. I was like, okay, let me check it again. Let me check this passenger again. And I was like, okay, nothing looks too damaged or anything. It just looks scraped. Oh, but I did notice though that the wheel, the valve cap for the air on that thing, it had popped off. And I was like, maybe that's what that probably sound was, I guess, from it coming off. And it was just kind of stripped. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just go get a valve cap after work. And sure enough, I go to AutoZone in Ashland. I put all three on. I said three because I couldn't put it on the front passenger one because it was stripped so bad that the screw thing was gone. So I was like, okay. And on my way to AutoZone, I also realized that it was still jolty, and I'm like, okay, adrenaline's down now. I'm gonna go ahead and take this to the dealership. So sure enough, it's probably maybe 1:30 at that point. I don't really remember, but it was probably around 1:30. And I was like, all right. So after AutoZone, I headed right to my dealership, Toyota Fredericksburg, and they took 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm sitting there 2 hours just listening to podcasts, doing some editing and whatnot. Finally, they come up, they're like, hey, you can come up here. We figured out what was wrong. So at first they were like, we thought it was just going to be your alignment. And I was like, okay, cool. I figured it was going to be the alignment anyway. I was like, that's probably what it is. No. Of course, that's not what it always is. Basically, what ended up happening is that wasn't going to be the expensive thing. The strut, basically the shock absorber part, the whole shock absorber, that whole thing got damaged, and it kind of was crooked, and that's what that sound was. The brake was too far in, so when I would turn, it just was kind of off, and I was like, man, it just doesn't feel right. Or when I would brake, you could hear me braking, and you're not supposed to hear your car braking if you don't know that. You shouldn't be hearing your car braking. So that's really what the expensive thing is. The wheel alignment and whatnot was 140. Get another tire was 160 for that. To get the strut, they have to actually order the strut on top of that. So it's gonna be some time. Of course, I got a rental. The strut costs $660. So I'm sitting here Well, I don't have that right now, so I don't have to do like a payment plan or anything. So I call up my insurance, make a claim. I have Geico. They were really helpful, so shout out to them. Really helpful with that whole process. I was able to get kind of a lift over to. That was my first time taking a lift. I was in a Lincoln MKZ. That was sweet. I've never been in one, but I've always wanted to be in one, and it was smooth riding. And basically, what ends up happening is I have to do a $500 deductible. Uh, that's what they told me for the claim. Basically, that's what I did. I said I'll do 500 and they're going to do the rest. So that's the good thing. It's like, okay, I just need 500 now. That just means I got to work a little bit more. Now that that's happened, I'm at the Enterprise waiting, give them the information. I already kind of selected basically the type of car I wanted, like a SUV, and I should have put compact SUV because it actually costs less, and that's really what my car is. It's a RAV4. Basically, what ends up happening there is I'm waiting like 15-20 minutes for that, and now you'll get to see what I'm in really quick. Yeah, they put me in this giant thing, guys. I was like, what? I don't need this. This is crazy. This thing is huge, guys. This is a North Carolina state tag car, so I guess they brung it from, obviously, that Enterprise. I'm going to go ahead and open up the door. So this is the interior. They gave me some Clorox wipes. It definitely has that, I guess, new car smell still. It's only 30,000 miles on this thing right now, but I figured to show it off. This thing is huge. Like, when I tell you, like, look at the back seats. They're regular seats in the back. I was like, this is crazy. I don't need all this. I basically have to use this for 5 days, and we'll see what happens after that. Hopefully the part will come by then, because I definitely want my car back, obviously. It has little adjustments right here for your actual screen. It's a pretty, I like the buttons in it, but the way it drives is trash. Like, it's definitely trash driving. There you have the lumbar and all that. It's nice that came with lumbar. It's push to start. There is no proximity key. This is just the standard key. It makes sense that they're going to give you that because this is just a rental car. Now, if you had like the actual car, I think you can get the push to start and all, or the push to start with engine start and all that, with the trunk opener. You can get that key for this car. So that's a big plus. Chevy does give you a lot of stuff with your car. Lock, unlock button. So this is kind of going to be the vlog. I'm just going to show you about the car really quick, and I'll end it off there. And you guys tell me what you think about the whole thing in the comment section below. And if you are enjoying the video, just give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So I'll go ahead and show you the back really quick. So back door opens at a really nice angle. As you see, it's about probably 85 degrees, 75, 85 degrees. That's the back there. That's what the back looked like when I got it. I haven't put anything else back here. Seats are pretty nice. I'm not gonna front. The seats feel good. Now you can see a little better view of it. Very nice console. The air definitely is cold. It definitely gets super hot. It got cold last night, and it was super hot in this car. I had to turn the air on. That's my power charger right there by Anchor. Shout out to them. Got the handles and everything. Back seat, adjustable, you know. Got handles right here. You also have lights. There you go. Lights are actually LED in the whole entire interior, but the outside lights are not LED. I don't know what year this is. I actually don't know that. That's the only thing I don't know. So I know some car heads will probably know what it is. It's actually probably lower than my RAV car. So we'll go ahead and close that. Super loud doors. People are gonna know that you closed the door, that's for sure. I know it's out of wind washer fluid. I'm like, how the world you're gonna give me a car without wind washer fluid? So I might add a little bit in there. I might not, just because I don't want to, do anything to the car besides put gas in it and call it a day. This is a rental again. I'm not really trying to do any of that to the car. I'll show you this side. Again, Equinox. Has alloy rims, Chevy logo. So in North Carolina, unlike in Virginia, you don't need to show your license plate in the front, which is a big plus because it kind of just obscures the view of the car. That's what it looks like though. They're not LEDs. The newer cars are LED, but they do have little lights right here. I think those are actually LED. the daytime running lights, and it does have fog lights right there. Those are also not LED. Rim size is probably about 16 inches. So like I said, it is an SUV. It's just huge though. I wasn't used to driving something like this. So they don't get power seats on this side. And yeah, that's really it. That's what it looks like. I'll go ahead and show you the trunk really quick too. I actually never looked at the trunk yet, so we'll go ahead and look at it. So the trunk is relatively big though. That's the good thing about it. It's a little dirty back here. Not me, definitely not me, because I haven't put anything else in here besides my body. Really cool. You can put this down. I'm not gonna do any of that, but you can pull that and this part will come down. I definitely see why people get this car though. Mainly because the price of it is like 24,000 or so, 24 to 26,000 I think. So it's relatively a good price, and you get a lot more room than obviously the RAV. But I just wanted to do this video really because I wanted to kind of just share the whole process, what's going on in my life really right now. I do have a new camera coming, so stay tuned for that. I'm very excited. I'll be able to start photography now, and I'm also going to be getting some more lenses in the future. But right now the kit lens is going to be a 18-135. It is a Sony a6400. I'm very excited for that. I'll have an unboxing for that probably next week. I don't know how long it's going to take to make that video. Really excited. I'll let you know the reasons and everything why I went with that camera in that video. And yeah, man, I'm super excited. Life is going good. This is just a little step back, but we're gonna move forward. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I really would love for you to join that O Squad. Remember to enable push notifications so you can stay up to date with everything that's happening on the channel. Oh, one other thing, let me know in the comment section below what you think on this whole process. If you think I should sue Chick-fil-A or what. I don't really think I'm gonna do that because I don't know. I don't feel like that's really right. But yeah, okay. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace out.